let's just get to it. Let's just get to it, right? The countdown was there, but I just started clicking buttons. I'm just excited. And listen, a W is a W is a W. We all wanted this to be a bigger win than it was, a larger margin of victory. By the way, I'm Bo, or at Mavs Highlights. Welcome to the TMP, the Mavs pod. We got the 30K, we got the box, we got the sound off here in just a second. I don't have just a ton of time tonight. I got a wife and I got guests about to arrive, and they're all like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, the Mavs are going on. The Mavs are playing the Hawks. Don't you know Derek Lively is injured? And my family's like, okay, what? So listen, how often are we going to see Luka Doncic fail to score a point in the first quarter of a game? We know he loves to come out and dominate. He loves to come and dominate first quarters of games, right? Let's go ahead and just jump into the overview of the game tonight. Oh, that feels good right there. Got the Mavs winning against the Hawks. This is a game where you just want to get through it with the W and with no more injuries. There was a moment where Gafford got hurt, and you're just like, oh, no, Daniel, we need a landlord. This is a rental. Like, we need you, buddy. We've already got D-Live sidelined maybe for the rest of the season. So, like, he came back. He was fine. Luka woke up in the second quarter and onward. And the Mavs just kind of reestablished their defensive identity that I felt like they needed to reestablish tonight. Like, they held the Warriors to a low-scoring game. But honestly, a lot of that felt like the Warriors not shooting well, like Steph was 5 for 18. Tonight, the Mavs were grinding. Tonight, we saw again that dominant physical presence that the Mavs can be when you've got Derek Jones Jr. guarding the point of attack, when you've got Exum out there guarding, when you've got Gafford out there guarding, when you've got these defenders, and of course, P.J. Washington, who's now shooting over his last 40-plus threes just under 50%. That's right. Shout it from the rooftops. P.J. Washington, in his last 40 attempts from three, is just under 50%. Like, that seems to have, like, snuck up on a lot of us, didn't it? I know it kind of snuck up on me. I knew he was coming out of a funk. I didn't know he was that good. I didn't know he'd been that sharp recently. I knew he was hitting more than he was before, because you couldn't hit less than he was hitting before. Like, it would have just been near impossible, because he was shooting like 17% on the corner three. But he is warming up. You can tell his belief in his shot is kicking back in. He seemed discouraged there in that bad stretch, understandably. His defense never waned, though. He's been a bulldog for us the whole time. And now his shot is waking back up. He's not a sharpshooter. Like, this isn't the second coming of some incredible lights-out 3-and-D guy, right? Like, but he is a solid enough three-point shooter who's getting hot at the right time. Let's go ahead and jump into it, the box tonight. Let's look at it. So Mavs 109-95. So the Mavs actually end up easily covering the 12-point that the line was. Mavs 109, Hawks 95. First quarter pretty close, only a 6-point game. But look at that second quarter where the Mavs blow the Hawks off the blocks, right? So second quarter, they put up a 40 spot to the Hawks only 26. Third, they push it even a little further, 28-24. But notice that fourth quarter. Those numbers are right. That's accurate math right there. From a 40-point quarter, 2 quarters previous, to a 16-point quarter, and the Hawks were like, we'll do you one better. How about 14 points? So the Mavs went through this extended stretch of not being able to even make a bucket. And the Hawks just went right along. It was an absolute slugfest of just really tenacious defense and a lot of really bad shooting. But we came out on the right side of it, so I'm not going to cry too much, especially since this guy, right? Well, let's look at just some of the overall stats. Yeah, Hawks shot 34% from the field. Mavs shot just under 37% from the field. But, or that was from three. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my spot here. So the Mavs shot 37% from three, Hawks 34%. Turnovers, Hawks could not hold on to the ball. 21 turnovers, that's going to lose you the game almost any night. Mavs were also pretty loose with the ball, including, I felt like Kyrie wasn't as dominant, like have the ball on a string self over these last couple games. Mavs with 14 turnovers, which is like 3 more than they've been averaging. Rebounds 56-53, slight edge to the Hawks there. Assists, slight edge to the Hawks, 21-19. Blocks, the Mavs just dominated blocks, even without D-Live, even without Lively. 7 blocks for the Mavs to only 2 for the Hawks. Rebounds defensively, Hawks get an edge there. They're a really good rebounding team. Tie it up offensive rebounds, though. That shows the scrappiness of the Mavs. Points off turnovers, Mavs double them up there. And then points in the paint, pretty much a push. 34-32 favor of the Mavs. Fast break points, the Mavs were clearly the team outrunning 19-9. Second chance points 16-12. Steals all tied up at 7. But listen, let's not delay any longer. Here's the man of the night, Mr. P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington tonight in 36 minutes put up 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 5 for 8 from 3 on 6 of 11 shooting, only 2 fouls, playing as tenacious defense as he does, only getting 2 fouls. That is a man playing a good game. An 80% true shooting tonight, and this is one of the best games we've seen from Derek Lively, from P.J. Washington as a Maverick. He was just everywhere, getting into everything, fighting for every loose ball, ripping balls away from the Hawks players. Just a really, really nice night. There I am. Luka Doncic, 25 points after scoring 0, a goose egg in the first quarter. So 25 points in 3 quarters, 12 rebounds, 6 made threes, 8 assists, 5 turnovers. We gotta curtail these turnovers. It's just not what we want. Luka, really rough shooting night, 8 of 25. I did not realize it was that poor throughout the game. 8 of 25. Yikes. I guess shooters shoot. Luka finds a way to still be a net positive. He's got a plus 21 even while shooting 8 of 25 because the team just works when Luka is out there. Kyrie tonight in 34 minutes continues that stretch of playing every game, playing pretty big minutes. I hope he can stay strong and healthy for when the playoffs come right around the corner. 26 points tonight on 10 of 21 shooting, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, only 1 assist. Yeah, 4 turnovers for Kyrie tonight. That feels about right. Not a great game with the ball in his hands. And then Derek Jones had a really scrappy night. In 28 minutes, gave us 14 points, 5 rebounds, no assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 8 from the field. And you just love what he brings us. And then there's, just some fun pictures there. But overall, this is not a game that the box score is really impressive. This was much more the Mavs and the Hawks closing it out with a slugfest. Neither team really being able to highly execute in the fourth quarter, but the Mavs were able to just grind away, build their lead. All right, so let's see what people are saying. What's up, Pepper? Mavs play defense now. Yeah, isn't that nice? Mavs play defense now. That's a thing you can say and it not be a statement of wish fulfillment. It's like we actually got the genie and the wish came true because this team will defend. They defend even better. They defend even better when Derek Lively's getting a bunch of minutes too. And so, yeah, this team defends now. TGK says Mavs defense was amazing. Boy, it was. It's big, it's physical, it's quick, it's skilled, it's gutty, it's strong, man. It's just they can defend you kind of any way you want to try them. They're like, okay, we'll defend you. And so I just love seeing this team defend. I know we all love the long ball. We all love the 3 ball. We all love the step backs. We all love the pull-up threes from Kyrie. We love the scoring. We love the dunks from Derek Jones Jr. We love the dunks from Gafford. But, man, watching this team defend, there should be a little light bulb going off over our heads saying this is their way. For them to see success in the playoffs, it's going to be through defense. It's going to be through Luka and Kyrie being dominant and efficient. But they will have to defend the mess out of the opponent. And I think they've got it in them. Get Derek Lively healthy. If you can get Maxey defending well and hitting a couple shots and not being just an absolute liability on offense, better things are going to happen, right? All right, so let's see what you guys are thinking out there. Let me find it. Where are we? There we go. All right. Let's see. I asked you guys what y'all were thinking, what you were feeling. Let's see what y'all said. All right, what are you thinking? What are you feeling after that game? Tyler, it's time for payback tomorrow night. Payback, absolutely, against the Warriors. Payback tomorrow night. Tyler's always looking ahead. I don't know if you picked this up about Tyler. His mind is already to the next game, but I like the way you think. It's time for payback. Brandon says, get healthy, Lively. Absolutely. We need that win tomorrow. Yes, we do. So 2 tweets about the Warriors game. You guys know there was a game tonight, right? We just beat the Hawks pretty handedly. We're showing a great defensive effort. But you guys are already moving on. That's a good sign, man. That means that the fan base is getting accustomed to wins, right? We're getting accustomed to winning. We're just like, hey, let's keep going. This is what I expect from the team I love. I expect them to win games like they won tonight. I'm just expecting it. It feels like a given. It's not a given. It's the NBA, right? But respect to you guys for looking ahead and saying, man, we got to get that win tomorrow night. Mr. 314 says, let's get some rest for the big game tomorrow. Have to bounce back versus the Warriors after Tuesday's loss. Heck yeah. Three tweets in, or 3 posts, or whatever they're called now for X. 3 tweets in, all commenting on the Warriors. Johnny says,